I have a few ideas about how they did it, obviously. I wrote a whole article about how Nigeria has dominated the WAFCON. And in the research, I found out some of the most interesting things. For example, Nigeria were the first country in Africa to start an organized league for women's football. So they started very early in the 80s. And that's why they were at that very first ever Women's World Cup. You know, in 91 or 94. You know, so
91.
Yeah, it was 91, I think. So they were there. And Nigeria is one of only 8 countries that have qualified for every edition of the FIFA Women's World Cup since it started. The only country on the continent to have that record. It is unbelievable consistency, you understand, that they have shown over the years. And as it is with many things in life, when you start early and you do it well, you tend to get a head start. And that's how Nigeria got a massive head start in women's football. Apart from that, Nigeria also has massive talent. And that talent comes from the experience. And what I've discovered is that in winning competitions, you need a group of talented players who have done it multiple times before. And that's what Nigeria does. You know, winning can become cultural. It can become habitual. Is what I like to say. Exactly. And because they've won it so many times, it's almost like anything below winning is no longer an acceptable result for Nigerian women.
High standards.
That's the standard. So every time they go into the competition, that's it. It's, like they don't win, it's considered a failure. That tends to spur you on to want to do even better than the previous generations. And they have people who have won it many times before. So the new generation are under pressure themselves to replicate what the predecessors did before them. Otherwise, nobody remembers you and you never go into the history books and nothing iconic about that. All those cultural and you know, happenings and phenomena, all of that can contribute to winning.
It does.
And then you've got all of the players they have playing abroad in some of the top leagues in the world. Nigeria has the most Women's African Footballer of the Year awards in the history of that award. One player has 6 of them. That is more than Ghana's 2.
And Perpetua Nkocha has how many?
She has like 3. So Nigeria alone has like, I think, almost like 15 of the 21 or so Women's African Footballer of the Year awards.
Makes sense.
That is crazy dominant, even on the individual talent level. So all of these tends to, and then you have the under 17 and the 20. In fact, Nigeria, the women, the under 20 level, Nigeria are the only ones to ever medal at the World Cup. Ghana medal at the under 17 level. And we've never made it out of the group stages in the under 20. Nigeria have medaled. They won bronze before. So there is also the youth development. They take it seriously. You know, apart from Ghana, who have been to every edition of the FIFA Under 20 Women's World Cup, Nigeria is the second. They've made the second most appearances. Under 17, they've not missed any. So even at youth level, they've also showed enormous consistency in terms of how, and look, and this very squad that won the AFCON, 17 of them have played for Nigeria's youth teams at different levels. And the Asisat Oshualas, the Rashidat Ajiba, all of them have played for Nigeria's youth women's teams at different levels in order to get here.